A one-year success plan is not a map to your destination, it's a guide to becoming the person capable of reaching it. The first step toward transforming your life is deciding what you want, then setting a clear plan of action to make it real. If you want to change your life in 1 year, start by changing your mindset, setting clear goals, and taking action every single day. I'm going to show you how to transform your life in just 1 year. Now, I know that might sound like a big promise, but I'm here to tell you it's entirely possible, and it all starts with a simple but powerful plan. If you're feeling stuck or unsure about where to go next in your life, this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through the exact steps you can take to create a 1-year success plan that will put you on the path to achieving your biggest goals. But here's the thing, success isn't just about setting big goals. It's about building the right habits, staying consistent, and adjusting your approach as you go. It's about learning, growing, and most importantly, staying focused on your progress. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable roadmap to follow, and you'll understand exactly what it takes to make the next 12 months the most impactful year of your life. So, if you're ready to take charge of your future, stick around. I promise you won't want to miss a moment of what's coming up. Let's dive in and start planning your 1-year success transformation right now. Number 1, define your ultimate goal. What is your ultimate goal? Not just any goal, not what others think you should achieve, but the goal that truly matters to you, the one that lights a fire in your heart and fills you with purpose. Defining that goal is the first step to transforming your life, and it's where your 1-year success plan begins. Now, defining your goal isn't just about thinking of something that sounds nice. It's about clarity, crystal clear clarity. It's about knowing exactly what you want so that every step you take brings you closer to it. When you define your goal, you give yourself direction. Without it, you're like a ship adrift at sea, hoping the wind will take you somewhere good. But hope is not a plan, and success doesn't come by chance. It comes by choice. So how do you start? Close your eyes for a moment and imagine waking up 1 year from now. Picture it your best year yet. What does it look like? What's changed? Are you healthier? Stronger? More confident? Have you achieved financial freedom or built deeper relationships with your loved ones? Whatever it is, see it clearly. Feel it. Hear the sounds of that life. That vision is your compass. But here's the key, your goal must be specific. Saying, I want to be happy or I want to be successful isn't enough. What does success mean to you? What does happiness look like in your life? Maybe it's earning an extra $50,000 this year. Maybe it's losing 20 pounds and feeling energized every morning. Maybe it's starting a new business or spending more time with your family. Write it down. Make it real. Saying it isn't enough, you need to put it into words that you can see and read every day. Writing your goal is powerful because it shifts it from an idea to a commitment. It becomes something tangible. So grab a pen, grab some paper, and answer 3 questions. What excites me? What challenges me? What fulfills me? Don't overthink it. Write down the first things that come to mind. Be honest with yourself. This is your goal. It's not for anyone else to judge. Now, here's something to remember. A great goal should stretch you. It should challenge you to grow into the person you're capable of becoming. If it feels too easy, it's not big enough. Your goal should make you a little uncomfortable, maybe even a little scared. That's how you know it's worth pursuing. Growth doesn't happen when you stay in your comfort zone. It happens when you dare to step out and take on something bigger than yourself. Once you've defined your goal, say it out loud. Feel the weight of it. This is your commitment, your promise to yourself. This is the year you take control of your life, not by luck, not by chance, but by choice. Deciding on your goal is the foundation of your success. It's the first step, but it's the most important one. And let me tell you something else, your goal doesn't have to be perfect. Don't wait until you have it all figured out. Just start. Clarity will grow as you move forward. The important thing is to get moving. Take that vision in your mind, put it on paper, and begin. Defining your ultimate goal is about giving yourself permission to dream and the courage to act. It's about saying, this is my life, and I'm going to make it extraordinary. And trust me, when you define your goal and commit to it, you'll begin to see opportunities, resources, and inspiration all around you. It's as if the world starts working with you instead of against you. So today, take that first step. Define your goal with precision. Write it down. Make it real. This is where your transformation begins. This is the start of your one-year success plan. And believe me, a year from now, you'll look back at this moment with gratitude, knowing that this was the day you took charge of your future. Number 2, create clear daily habits. If you want to transform your life in 1 year, it's not just about setting the goal, it's about what you do every single day. Success isn't built in a day, it's built day by day. That's why creating clear daily habits is the cornerstone of your success plan. Let me tell you, these habits shape your future. They're the small actions repeated consistently that build the foundation for the life you want to live. And if you can get your habits right, the results will take care of themselves. Now, you might wonder, what exactly are daily habits and why are they so important? A habit is simply an action you perform regularly, almost automatically. The beauty of habits is that they take the pressure off. You don't have to think or decide. Once something becomes a habit, it becomes part of who you are. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't question it, do you? You just do it. That's the kind of automatic power we're aiming for with habits that support your goals. But here's the thing, not all habits are created equal. Some habits move you closer to your goals, and others hold you back. The first step is to identify the habits that will help you achieve what you want. Let's say your goal is to improve your health. What are the habits you need? Maybe it's drinking more water, exercising for 30 minutes a day, or preparing healthy meals. If your goal is financial success, your habits might include tracking your expenses, saving a percentage of your income, or dedicating an hour daily to learning a new skill. Whatever your goal, break it down into simple, actionable habits that you can start doing today. Here's how you create clear daily habits. Start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Focus on 1 or 2 key habits that will make the biggest difference. If you try to overhaul your entire life overnight, you'll burn out. But if you commit to small, consistent actions, those actions will build momentum. For example, if you want to read more, start with 10 pages a day. That's manageable, isn't it? Over a year, that adds up to over 3,600 pages, a dozen books or more. Small steps taken consistently lead to big results. Now, consistency is key. A habit is like planting a seed. You won't see results right away, but with time and care, it will grow. That's why it's crucial to stick with your habits, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Trust the process. Remember, success isn't about what you do occasionally, it's about what you do consistently. But let me share something else with you. Habits thrive on structure. To make a habit stick, tie it to something you already do. For instance, if you want to start journaling, do it right after your morning coffee. If you want to meditate, do it right before bed. Linking your new habit to an existing routine makes it easier to remember and follow through. And don't forget to track your habits. Keep a simple log or checklist. There's something powerful about seeing your progress in black and white. Every check mark, every completed day is a small victory. It builds confidence and keeps you motivated. Now let's talk about accountability. Sometimes sticking to a habit can be tough. That's where accountability comes in. Share your habits with someone you trust. Tell them what you're working on and ask them to check in with you. When you know someone else is watching, you're more likely to stay on track. Finally, celebrate your wins. Every time you stick to your habit, no matter how small, give yourself credit. Transformation isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And every bit of progress deserves to be acknowledged. So what will your daily habits be? Think about your ultimate goal. Break it down into small actions you can take every day. Start small, stay consistent, track your progress, and keep going. A year from now, you'll look back and realize that the habits you built today created the life you dreamed of. Remember, your future is hidden in your daily routine. Make those habits count. The time to start is now. Number 3, set monthly milestones now. Let's talk about something that's absolutely essential for making your one-year success plan work: setting monthly milestones. You see, achieving a big goal can feel overwhelming at first. Looking at the end result, you might think, how am I going to get there? But here's the solution: break that goal down into smaller, more manageable steps. That's what monthly milestones are for. They turn a big dream into a series of achievable targets, and they give you a clear roadmap for the next 12 months. Imagine this: your ultimate goal is at the top of a staircase. Each step you take brings you closer, but you can't skip to the top. You've got to climb one step at a time. Monthly milestones are those steps. They're specific achievements you aim for every 30 days. They're not random or vague, they're carefully planned and directly tied to your larger goal. Let's say your one-year goal is to save $12,000. That's a great target, but focusing on the full amount might feel daunting. Instead, break it down into a monthly milestone: save $1,000 every month. Suddenly, the goal feels achievable, doesn't it? Each month, you're making measurable progress toward your bigger vision. The same approach works for any goal. If you want to lose 50 pounds, your monthly milestone could be to lose 4 pounds. If you want to read 24 books, aim to finish 2 books each month. Breaking it down makes it manageable and gives you a clear focus. Here's how to set your monthly milestones. Start with your ultimate goal and work backward. Ask yourself, what needs to happen each month for me to achieve this goal? Be specific. If your goal is career growth, your monthly milestones might include completing a course, networking with 5 new people, or updating your resume. Whatever it is, make sure your milestones are clear and measurable. Don't just say, do better at work. Instead, say, complete 1 major project by the end of the month. Now, once you've set your milestones, write them down. Don't leave them floating in your mind. Put them on paper or in a planner where you can see them every day. Writing things down makes them real. It's a commitment, not just an idea. And when you can see your milestones laid out month by month, it gives you a sense of direction. You know exactly what you need to focus on, and you can track your progress as you go. Tracking progress is critical. At the end of each month, take a moment to review your milestone. Did you achieve it? If you did, celebrate, recognize your effort and the progress you've made. If you didn't quite hit the mark, don't get discouraged. Look at what happened, learn from it, and adjust your approach for the next month. Progress is about learning and improving, not about being perfect. One of the best things about monthly milestones is that they create momentum. Every time you achieve a milestone, it builds your confidence. You start to see what's possible, and that fuels your motivation. Success breeds success, and before you know it, you're building habits and achieving things you never thought possible. Let's not forget the importance of flexibility. Life happens, and sometimes things don't go according to plan. If you need to adjust your milestones, that's okay. The key is to stay focused on the big picture while being adaptable along the way. Don't use setbacks as an excuse to quit. Use them as an opportunity to grow stronger and more determined. Setting monthly milestones also gives you a chance to reflect regularly. At the start of each month, you get to ask yourself, what's my focus for the next 30 days? What actions will move me closer to my goal? That kind of clarity keeps you from wasting time and energy on distractions. It ensures that every month is a step forward, not a step sideways or backward. So here's your challenge: define your ultimate goal, then break it down into 12 monthly milestones. Write them down, make them clear, commit to them, and then month by month, work on achieving each one. You'll be amazed at how much progress you can make when you take it step by step. Remember, success is the result of consistent, focused effort over time. Setting monthly milestones is how you turn a dream into a plan, and a plan into reality. It's how you stay on track, stay motivated, and keep moving forward. So don't wait, set those milestones now, and start climbing your staircase to success. A year from now, you'll thank yourself for starting today. Number 4, track your progress regularly. Let's talk about one of the most crucial parts of your one-year success plan: tracking your progress. It's not enough to set a goal. and take action, you must know how far you've come and how far you still need to go. Tracking your progress keeps you grounded in reality and fuels your motivation. It's how you stay on course and make adjustments when needed. Let me tell you, if you're not tracking, you're guessing. And success doesn't come from guessing, it comes from clarity, consistency, and awareness. So what does it mean to track your progress? It means measuring your efforts against the milestones you've set. It means knowing in clear terms whether you're on track, ahead of schedule, or falling behind. For example, if your goal is to save $12,000 in a year, are you consistently saving $1,000 each month? If your goal is to get in shape, are you following your workout and nutrition plan every week? Tracking isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. It's about taking a good, honest look at your actions and their results. Here's why tracking is so important: it gives you feedback. And feedback is the breakfast of champions. Without it, you're working in the dark. You might be putting in effort, but if you're not measuring the results, you have no way of knowing if that effort is effective. Tracking shows you what's working and what isn't. It helps you double down on the strategies that bring results and change course when something isn't giving you the return you want. How do you track your progress? Start by setting up a simple system. It doesn't need to be fancy, just something you can use consistently. It might be a notebook, a spreadsheet, or an app. The key is to make it easy to update and review. Write down your milestones and the actions you're taking to achieve them. For example, if your milestone is to write a book, track how many pages or words you write each week. If it's improving your fitness, track your workouts, meals, or weight changes. Whatever your goal, find a way to measure it clearly and regularly. Now let's talk about frequency. How often should you track? I recommend doing it weekly at a minimum. Weekly tracking gives you enough time to see patterns without waiting so long that problems get out of hand. At the end of each week, set aside 15 to 30 minutes to review your progress. Ask yourself, did I hit my targets this week? If not, why not? What can I do differently next week to stay on track? Treat this as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. It's your time to reflect, learn, and plan. There's another powerful aspect to tracking: it builds momentum. When you see progress, no matter how small, it inspires you to keep going. Imagine stepping on the scale after a week of healthy eating and seeing that you've lost 2 pounds. That's proof that your actions are paying off, and it makes you want to keep up the effort. Progress creates excitement, and excitement fuels commitment. But let's not ignore the times when progress feels slow or even non-existent. There will be weeks when you feel like you're putting in the work but not seeing the results you hoped for. This is where tracking becomes even more valuable. When you review your actions, you can identify areas for improvement. Maybe you need to adjust your strategy or try a different approach. Tracking isn't just about celebrating wins, it's about learning from setbacks. Now, let me tell you something else: tracking keeps you accountable. When you write something down, it becomes real. It's no longer just a thought or a wish, it's a commitment. And when you track your progress regularly, you're holding yourself to that commitment. You're saying, I'm serious about this goal, and I'm willing to do what it takes to achieve it. There's also a deeper benefit to tracking: it builds self-trust. Every time you review your progress and take action based on what you've learned, you're proving to yourself that you can rely on your own discipline and decision-making. You're showing yourself that you're capable of setting a goal, working toward it, and adapting as needed. And that confidence carries over into every area of your life. So, how do you make tracking a habit? Start small and keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself with complicated systems. Just choose 1 or 2 key metrics to track at first. Over time, you can expand and refine your system as you see what works best for you. The most important thing is to start and to do it consistently. As you move forward in your 1-year success plan, remember this: tracking your progress isn't just a tool, it's a mindset. It's the mindset of someone who takes ownership of their life, who refuses to leave their future to chance. It's the mindset of someone who is committed to growth, learning, and improvement. So today I challenge you to set up your tracking system. Decide what you'll measure, how often you'll review it, and where you'll record your progress. Commit to tracking weekly no matter what. And as you track, use what you learn to refine your actions and stay focused on your goal. A year from now, when you look back at everything you've achieved, you'll see that tracking wasn't just a step in the process, it was the key that kept you moving forward. Don't wait. Start tracking today and let it be the foundation of your success. Number 5, learn and grow daily. Let's talk about something that can truly transform your life, the decision to learn and grow every single day. Success is not about luck, and it's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about becoming the person who is ready for the opportunities when they arrive. And the only way to become that person is to commit to constant learning and growth. Now, I'm not talking about grand gestures or spending hours every day studying. I'm talking about small, consistent actions that you take daily to sharpen your mind, build your skills, and deepen your understanding of the world. Think about it. What would your life look like a year from now if you spent just 30 minutes a day learning something new? That's 182.5 hours in a year. Imagine the knowledge you could gain, the skills you could develop, and the perspective you could build with that kind of time invested in yourself. The truth is, most people don't make that investment. They drift through their days without purpose, letting their potential go untapped. But you're not most people. You're here because you want to grow. And I'm here to remind you that learning daily is the path to growth. Start by asking yourself, what do I want to learn? Maybe it's a skill that will help you in your career, like public speaking, leadership, or mastering a new technology. Maybe it's something personal, like improving your relationships, understanding your health, or exploring a passion. Whatever it is, make a list of the things you want to learn, and then prioritize them. Don't try to tackle everything at once. Focus on 1 or 2 areas at a time so you can make meaningful progress. Once you've identified what you want to learn, the next step is to create a plan. This doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as setting aside 30 minutes every morning to read a book or watch a course. It could mean listening to podcasts or audiobooks during your commute. The key is to make it a habit, something you do every day, no matter what. Treat it as a non-negotiable part of your routine, like eating or brushing your teeth. And let's not overlook the power of reflection. Learning isn't just about taking in new information, it's about applying it and making it part of who you are. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on what you've learned. Ask yourself, how can I use this in my life? What did this teach me about myself or the world? When you reflect on your learning, you deepen your understanding and turn knowledge into wisdom. Let me give you an example. Suppose you're learning about communication skills. You read a chapter in a book about active listening and you learn techniques for showing people you truly hear them. Instead of just thinking, that's interesting, you decide to use one of those techniques in your next conversation. Maybe you ask more questions or repeat what the other person said to show you're paying attention. By applying what you've learned, you're not just gaining knowledge, you're growing as a person. Now, here's another important point. Don't just focus on things that are directly related to your goals. Broaden your horizons. Explore topics that interest you, even if they don't seem immediately useful. Curiosity is a powerful force, and it often leads to unexpected breakthroughs. You might learn something seemingly unrelated that sparks a new idea or perspective. So read widely, ask questions, and stay open to new experiences.